Hello everyone, welcome to the Stock Martin channel. I have an awesome video for you today. We are going to be talking about the latest stock news. Today is the first day that the Fed will be meeting in its two-day course to talk about the raising inflation. They are going to be talking about rising the interest rate hikes, and this has actually been built into the stock market, but we will be talking about, is there a potential for a recession? What are the markets going to do whenever the Fed actually convenes on Wednesday and gives us its final decision? We are going to be talking about this and more. Before we get down into it and get started, give me that big thumbs up to keep me alive on YouTube. Smash that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit all to get my latest uploaded videos, and don't forget to share this page with others so we can continue to grow this channel. I do have some very nice free promotional stocks for you down below. If you use my link down below to Moo, put in $1, you will get a free NEO stock. Put in at least $100 into this account. We'll get you an additional free Lucid stock, LCID stock. Stay to the end of this video and I can show you how you can get an additional up to $17,500 in free stocks, in free cash money. Stay to the end of this video to get this huge promotion. Now, without further ado, I did want to talk about the latest news, stock news, as this is a critical time for the Fed. The Fed is actually meeting in person for the very first time in the past 2 years. Because of COVID, restrictions have been lifted. They are meeting in person for the very first time. Today is the first day of the meeting. Tomorrow on Wednesday, they will announce the results. The big things that they are going to be talking about, from what we know, is fighting the inflation. As we know, the CPI, the Consumer Price Index, has been skyrocketing. As of February, it is at 7.9. It is the highest inflation that we have seen in over 40 years. The last time we saw inflation so high was February of 1982. This is now the highest point that we have seen, and we do know that the Fed government will definitely need to fight this inflation. The only way to do this is by walking a tightrope and to increase the interest rates. So far, what we do know that the Jay Powell, the chair of the Fed, will be recommending to increase the interest rates by about a quarter, 0.25%, to fight that inflation. But they are going to be walking that tightrope because they are going to be having to juggle all the big various factors that are impacting the economy right now, and we will be talking about those. So the most obvious one that we are right now fighting is the Russian-Ukraine war. The conflict is causing a huge downward pressure on stocks. It is causing oil prices already that are quite high. It's going to increase those even more. We are also looking at the relationship now with Russia and China. It is at a very critical point in time. We do know that the Russian government has reached out to China for aid with the sanctions that the US government has put on Russia for the invasion into Ukraine. We do know that the Russian economy has suffered. We do know that the ruble is now worth less than 1 penny on the US dollar. We also do know that the Russian stock market has taken a huge hit and is down now more than 60%. That being said, Russia is now requesting a lifeline from China. It has reached out to China to get aid. All eyes right now are on China to see how China will react. Right now, most recently on Monday, yesterday, the US government did reach out and have a 7-hour-long meeting with the Chinese government in Rome to discuss the tensions between Russia and China, and also this aid that has been requested by Russia. The US government has made it clear to China that they are not to aid and not to give any assistance to Russia, but we'll definitely have to see how this plays out, as this will be an incredibly huge opportunity on the stock market, and it could be a huge impact for further decreases in stock prices, especially the Chinese stocks that are trading in the US have been hit quite hard right now. If you look at Alibaba, if you look at NEO, a lot of the stocks are down quite a bit. even more than 50% just in the past 1 month since the Russian-Ukraine conflict has started. This could get even worse, but we'll have to definitely keep our eye on that. Now, going back to the interest rates and the Fed meeting, this will be a critical component of what the Fed decides on Wednesday. Will this impact the interest rate hike? In my opinion, I do believe that the 0.25% interest rate hike will occur on Wednesday, and I do believe that the stock market in the US has already had that embedded into the cost of this decision that will be made by the Fed. Now, what is the biggest outlier, what is still the biggest question mark is how will the Chinese-US relationship affect the stock market? I do not believe that this has been affected by the stock market yet. But however, if the Chinese government does help Russia with the Russia-Ukraine conflict, the Russian-Ukraine war, I do believe that this will cause an enormous pressure on the stock market and it could fall further. We are at a potential of a recession. A lot of famous economists said that we are about 35 to 50% heading towards a recession. So that is increasing with the critical environment that we are in now. So we'll definitely have to keep our eye on that. There's other ultimate factors that will impact the economy and the US stock market. Most recently, we have heard that China has had another surge of COVID-19. We have heard of about 34 million Chinese people are under quarantine, and this could further hurt and delay the supply chain issues that have been plaguing the 2022 productions of materials. So, but we have not seen a decrease in spending. That has actually kept increasing the supply and the inflation rates. So far from what we have heard is that the CPI continues to increase. I did just want to show you some data here. This is from the US Bureau in Labor Statistics. The Consumer Price Index continues to increase. In the past 12 months, we do see that all items have had a 7.9% increase in the cost of these. Food has actually gone up 7.9%. Energy has seen the biggest increase in price, up of 25.6%, and all other items, if you take away food and energy, it has gone up by 6.4%. So again, we are at its highest point inflation right now. The Fed will be fighting that and trying to walk that tightrope as to decrease inflation, get that inflation under control, but not push us over into a recession. So they are going to be walking that fine line, but we'll definitely have to see what Wednesday has to entail for us. Again, I do believe that the Fed will be increasing the interest rates by 0.25%. I think that they are a little bit too late on this. They should have done this probably most likely last year. Now this new fact of the war, the conflict with Russia, has put in another huge link into the big problem that we are facing. But I do think that on Wednesday, we will see some nice upward movement because the stock market has already priced in this interest rate hike of the 0.25%. The only unlimited question mark, the biggest question is now that Chinese-US relationship, will China start helping Russia? That will be the critical factor to see if the stocks fall even more. But we could be at a potentially bottom on the stock if Russia does not interfere with the sanctions that have put on Russia by the US government. So we'll definitely have to keep our eyes on that. But let me know what you think down below. Also, I hope that you did find this video useful. I hope that you did learn something new. Please give me that big thumbs up again to keep me alive on YouTube. Smash that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit all to get my latest uploaded videos. Don't forget to share this page with others. And also don't forget to use my link down below to Moomoo to get your free stocks. If you open an account with $1 into it, you will get a free NEO stock. Put in at least $100 to get an additional free stock of Lucid Motors. Moomoo will also give you up to 5 free stocks, each valued up to $3,500. That is a huge opportunity to get $17,500 in free stocks at this time. So that could be a nice potential. So take advantage of these huge opportunities. And again, thanks for supporting the channel, for commenting, and I can't wait to talk to you on the next one. Thank you.